Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Shataria here at Chicago Branch Great Millstone, prophesizing the return of the Heavenly Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. You all ignorantly call him Jesus, but his true and Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. Coming at you with a quick lesson, but as always, before we get started, we're going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rekakadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders here at Great Millstone who rule well. Honors to the hopeful elect. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical and true Hebrews of the Bible. Salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, the speckled bird, and all those whose lineage goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Healthy Barakatah. And to the Akwaf and those of you out there listening and learning, Shalom and Barakatah to you as well. I wanted to just briefly go over this jobs report, okay? Because this guy Trump, he just fired the director, the Bureau of Labor Statistics director, okay, Erica McIntyre, because he didn't like the report that she had, okay? And I was going to basically play a little video going into that a little bit and bring out some precepts on it. A quick lesson, Lord will, it is edifying through the Spirit. But before I do anything, I'm going to let this video play. It's about 3.5 minutes or so, okay? Copyright disclaimer is I have to use the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, so let's let this video play, and we're gonna elaborate on it, bring out a few precepts, and Lord will is edifying.
Well, this week, the U.S. Commissioner of Labor Statistics released a report that indicated that the country added far fewer jobs than initially forecast in July. So what did President Donald Trump do? He fired the commissioner. Trump said the Bureau had, quote, rigged the job figures to make his administration look bad. Journalist Tony Waterman joins us now from Washington with more on this. So, Tony, walk us through this story and what's been the response so far?
Well, the firing of Erica McIntyre has elicited condemnation even among some Republicans. North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis telling the White House to grow up if they are going to be firing people simply because they do not like the information that they provide. The Wyoming Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis saying that it's not the statistician's fault if the president doesn't like these numbers. But this firing in itself is completely unprecedented. The president claiming that the latest jobs report was rigged, that the numbers were somehow fabricated to make him look bad. And it's true that Friday's job report was weaker than expected, but the real shock was this massive downward revision to the May and June figures, which erased nearly 260,000 jobs from the count. Now, economists are saying that this actually reflects the uncertainty that businesses are facing because of Trump's tariffs. They're simply not hiring new staff until they understand what exactly is going on. But these experts also say that this is a symptom of the administration's aggressive crackdown on immigration. It's important to note here that these types of revisions are extremely, extremely common. They happen all the time. But the president, in this instance, feeling as if this is a black eye on an economy that is still very strong and an economy that he is taking full credit for.
Okay, so now that the commissioner has been fired and the president is sending a very clear message, what does that mean for the quality and the accuracy of data going forward?
Well, there are serious questions about whether the data going forward is going to be trustworthy. If the people issuing the reports are scared of being fired, if the numbers aren't what the president wants them to be. Labor data is hugely important for economists, for businesses, for voters, and also for the U.S. Central Bank. One of its main mandates is maximum employment. So if the Labor Department is not issuing accurate figures, or if the Department of Labor Statistics is not issuing accurate figures, that would directly impact monetary policy going forward. And in that vein, I mean, President Trump has been very outspoken about his dislike for the current Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell. This is someone that Trump himself appointed in his first term in office. And he's been pressuring Powell to cut interest rates or to resign. And instead, what we've seen in the last 24 hours is notification that the Federal Reserve Governor, Adriana Kugler, is going to be stepping down. So this opens up a spot for Trump to appoint someone who could, in fact, be Powell's replacement when his term ends next year. This, of course, yet another way for Trump to influence economic data and policy in the United States.
Tony Waterman reporting from Washington. Thank you, Tony.
Well, there you have it, Israel. Okay. President Trump recently fired the Bureau of Labor Statistics Director Erica McIntyre because he wasn't happy with the job numbers or employment status here in Babylon, aka America, spiritual Egypt. And this place is it's on the brink of collapse. Okay. It's what the Elder Yak say, CDT, circling the drain, CTD, circling the drain, all right? And it's at an end, and this place is done. You can stick a fork in it, okay? Let's go here real quick. Ecclesiastes 12, and we're going to start at 1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them," okay? So don't wait till you get in trouble to seek the Lord. Don't wait till you all messed up to seek Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, where you got to say them foxhole prayers. Lord, if you get me out of this here, Lord, don't wait till everything all messed up before you seek the Lord. You seek the Lord early and you seek him often, okay? All right? It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain," okay? So again, you don't want to wait till you in no situation and you say, Lord, if you just get me out of this. You don't want to wait till trouble is brewing when you start calling on the Lord. You want to call on the Lord when things are going good. You want to call on the Lord when things are going great. You want to call on Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. It says, seek the Lord early and seek him often, okay? That's what it says in Isaiah 55, okay, 5 and 6. Matter of fact, let's grab it, okay? Let's grab it real quick to line back off that Ezra 55 and 5. Isaiah 55 and 6. It says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near." Isaiah 55 and 6, okay? All right. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Okay, let's jump right back in this Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay. So in the days, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Okay. And we're there right now because the economists, they don't see a bright future for AKA Babylon, AKA America. All right. The economists aren't seeing a rosy outlook for this place. Okay. And economists, those are the keepers of the house, because economists means house management. Okay. And it says, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And that's what they're doing right now, because they don't see a rosy outlook. They don't see a good outlook for America. Okay. All right. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. And that's what's happening. You see what it just says. President Trump recently fired the Bureau of Labor Statistics Director Erica McIntyre because he wasn't happy with the job numbers or the employment status here in Babylon, aka America, spiritual Egypt. Okay. Yeah. So that tells you right there, the keepers of the house, they see a very bleak outlook for Babylon, aka America right now, spiritual Egypt. Okay. And the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay. So it's not a rosy outlook. You see, and the future for this place is not looking good. Okay. And the grinding is definitely ceased. All right. And the door shall be shut in the streets, Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the door shall be shut in the streets. And we already seeing curfews being set throughout the country right now. Next thing you know, that's going to lead to martial law. Okay. In the day, and the doors be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And the grinding is very low right now, because you just seen the Labor Statistics Director Erica McIntyre was fired, okay, because she wouldn't falsify her jobs report. Okay. She was fired because she wouldn't falsify the report. She was fired basically because she wouldn't lie. Okay. All right. And it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall raise up at the voice of the bird. So they're getting up at the crack of dawn trying to get it, but it ain't out there no more. Okay. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's what's happening now. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in this place, and it's being brought down. Okay. All right. You see, it's not a pretty picture. It's not a pretty outlook. All right. In fact, they said it's not going to be any work at all. That's that Isaiah 19th chapter. He mingled a perverse spirit. Matter of fact, let's get it. We're going to get that right now. Let's get it. Isaiah 19, and we're going to start at 14. All right. 19 and 14. It says, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or the tail branch or rush may do. So it don't matter if you are what you might call upper class. It don't matter if you might be called what you call a lower class. It's not going to be any work for this place at all. Okay. The Lord is turning the water off on this place. He's gradually shutting this place down. The worms is spread under thee. All right. But basically, she wouldn't falsify, the jobs report, okay? She wouldn't lie, and they fired her, all right? And, Job, they afford, let's grab it. Let's grab it. Job 13 and 4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physicians of no value. And that's what this guy Trump did to that woman, because she refused to falsify her job report. She refused to lie for him, okay? And again, the keepers of the house, that's basically the economists, okay? And that's what economists means, house management, all right? And they don't see a good outlook for America. The windows are dark, and they see a very gloomy outlook, not a rosy one for this place, all right? And that's that worm being spread under them. Let's get this and get ready to close this lesson. So Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, has mingled that perverse spirit in this place, and he's bringing this place down, okay? Basically, we're chanting this place down through his prophets who are his mouthpieces, okay? Who speak on behalf of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and we're chanting this place down, man. This place is being brought low. Like I said at the top of the lesson, CTD, circling the drain. You can stick a fork in Babylon, aka America, spiritual Egypt. It's done, all right? And we're gonna grab this Isaiah 14. Them worms has spread up under America. Okay, let's grab that. It says Isaiah 14 and 11. The pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, the worm cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations, okay? All right, so right now, that's what he's saying. How is this place, how y'all falling? They falling, okay? How you cut down, okay? How are you brought down, okay? This whole chapter goes into the the decaying, the falling of America, okay? It's a great chapter. For time's sake, I won't really break the chapter down or go into it, but again, Isaiah 14:11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? It means how has this place fallen, okay? From grace, okay? This place is going down, all right? We're witnessing firsthand, real time, the downfall, the decaying, the falling away of one kingdom, okay? Babylon, aka America, spiritual Egypt, all right? We're seeing this place go down, and that's what's happening. All right, so the worms is spread under the, not, as a nation, okay, they say every 250, 70 years or so, one kingdom is fallen and another kingdom riseth up. Well, this time Israel is going to rise up. 2 Ezra 6:9 says Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. But we know before Jacob's kingdom can come into play, this present day evil world, or should I say temporal, because it's slated for destruction, has to be destroyed, okay? And it's gonna be destroyed, all right? So all of you guys who are pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for, still seeking the American dream, the big white lie, where you get the big house with the white picket fence, the six-figure job, all that's over. And all those who put their trust in this place, woe unto them that go down into Egypt and trust in Pharaoh. That's that Isaiah 30. I'm going to get Isaiah 36, though. Either one, they both precept and line back off each other, but I'll use Isaiah 36:6, okay? And it says, Lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed, okay, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So if you trusting in this place, man, you trusting in this present day evil world, man, and you're leaning on that, you're gonna get a splinter in your hand. You're gonna pierce your hand, all right? Okay. It says, so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him, okay? And that's 2/3 of our people. They trust in the fads, the traditions, the trends, the customs of this present day evil world. And they don't trust in the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And they're going to get caught up in this destruction. They're going to get caught up in this wrath that the Lord has for this place, okay? So that Ezekiel 2:7 says, tell them for me whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. So we're telling you, man, come up out of this place, because they're talking about scrubbing the internet right now, and you're gonna need the YouTube channels are being taken down, where when you come back on, you're gonna need to have a driver's license and pretty much everything else. So we can see that that Amos 8 and 11 is coming into play, that famine of the word, all right? Okay, that famine of the word is coming into play, and once that comes into play, then he takes us off the street, his prophets. Lord, will we be found worthy and be those men? And that means his mercy hand is going in. The repentance hand is going in. So again, I just gave you that Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Like it said in that Ecclesiastes 12:1, man. Don't wait till you all messed up in trouble. Don't wait till things aren't looking good and you have to say them old foxhole prayers. You want to seek Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, while things are good, things are great. We seek the Lord early and we seek him often, okay? Because it's, hey, like I said, it's not a rosy outlook. It's not a good picture. And the economists are showing a very bleak and very dark future for this place, all right? That's pretty much all I have right now. Lord will, the lesson was edifying through the Spirit. In closing, I'd like to say Shalom and a Bob Bow.